feel really interesting today. I'm not upset, but I'm not happy. Had an interesting night. Not gonna go into detail about my evening simply because it's just way too complex to try to explain. But I know what happened, that's all that matters. It was a good night though. Well, morning I should say. The second half of it, not so much. But everybody's alright, so that's all that matters. I ended up sleeping in very late today. And then I got up, went to the living room, and laid on the couch and went back to sleep. Guess I was that tired. To be fair, I didn't really lay down to go to sleep until about 8:30 this morning. I woke up to my husband doing research on his family, just looking up records and such, public records. And he was just down because he couldn't find himself listed as his father's son, or even his mother's son. But his sister brought up a good point that his father wasn't on his birth certificate, so it makes sense. But regardless, I know that it made him really down. And I hate to see him that way because I know there's nothing I can do about it. And I hated that he kept digging and he was kind of in a way dwelling on it. And I was just trying my best to cheer him up, but it didn't seem to be working. I ended up doing my own research, and I found my father's father and his wife and an aunt, and I realized that I have a lot of aunts and uncles that I just don't know. I reached out to some of them, but I don't know if they even know about me or who I am or if they even care. But I figured I would at least try to be able to say, hey, I tried. But in the end, does it really matter? It's I don't know these people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know my grandfather. I know my grandmother. I know one of the aunts. But the rest of them I don't. And I think it's kind of silly to say that they wouldn't know about me. It's they were close to my father. I'm assuming he told him he had kids, and my stepmother knows them, but I don't. And I'm not upset with them in any way because I don't know them, I didn't know them growing up. I didn't know they existed until recently. I guess for me, I don't have much. I don't have many people in my life. And if there's family who I've never been connected to, or I don't want to say immediate family, but, aunts and uncles, from my father's side. I don't know much about my father's side, and I want to, but I'm not close with his mother, my grandmother. And even if I was, honestly, she's never been the type to talk about the past, so I don't think I would get much information out of her at all. And it kind of sucks, but again, doesn't matter, doesn't make me any less me, I just would like to know about my dad and his side. But yeah, it kind of bummed me out too that no matter where I looked, I also just wasn't listed as a child of his, or even my mother, which is weird because both of their names are on my birth certificate. They were married when they had me, but I just don't exist. And so, maybe it's because I'm a kid, But no, I'm an adult. I should kind of be, online, but I'm not. I can understand why my siblings wouldn't be, but, I'm a married woman. I've changed my name. I don't come up as Asia Harris or Asia Jordan, and it's weird, but again, this is me just doing what my husband was doing, what I accused him of doing, which is dwelling on something that probably doesn't really matter in the end. So I'm just gonna stop.